Hey everybody, Drew from Clean Sheep Shots with a quick video. I plan to take advantage of PSA's current special. They're running, I think it's $14.99 a card for the month of August for cards from the 1960s. So Whitey Ford, probably, sorry about the glare, probably the best Yankees pitcher of all time, I'd say. I know they've had some great pitchers. I think a lot of them were probably more so rentals than anything else, but Whitey Ford spent his career there with the Yankees and had a very good one at that. So pretty well centered. I think the corners are a little bit soft, but wasn't too bad. And got a 1962 Bob Serve. Bob Serve was the Nebraska Cornhuskers' first baseball All-American, and of course went on to play with the Yankees. Won the home run derby against Frank Robinson one year. I think there's some video of that I've seen. He grew up in Weston, Nebraska. Only 250 people in Weston, Nebraska, and Weston, Nebraska is not a suburb. It's just a little tiny town, and then corn. And it's odd because, again, 250 people. One other player, I don't have his card, came out of Weston, Nebraska, and that was Zach Miller, a tight end. Played for the Bears for a while, Jaguars, Tampa Bay, I think, 1 year. Had a pretty decent little career, and he retired after a dislocated knee, and I believe he's writing country music now. So anyway, Bob Serve, decent little ball player for a while. He got hurt, though, quite a bit, and then kind of sidetracked his career to some extent anyway. And the next one here is a 68 Willie Mays. And I'm gonna put a Willie here right next to my 53 Willie. So 68 Willie, good card. And I'm gonna send in a Gaylord Perry from 68 as well. And next up, I've got a card here of Tommy John. This card's really sharp. So 68 Tommy John. You know, Tommy John's one of those guys, I'm not quite sure why he's not in the Hall of Fame. He had 288 wins. That's 25th all time on the list for wins in Major League Baseball. His WAR, if you're into that, is 61.6. That's pretty decent. And I'm not saying, WAR is, the Bible of sabermetrics or anything of that sort, but something to consider. But 288 wins, 25th all time. I don't know. Kind of weird that he's not in. Another guy who gets a push for the Hall of Fame, Whitey Pinson. 54.1 WAR, 2,757 hits, 286 lifetime batting average, 256 home runs. Played high school outfield with Frank Robinson and Curt Flood. Pretty good little outfield, I'd say. Whitey Pinson, though. Again, that was a pretty sharp card. And just a couple more cards. Again, another Tommy John, 69. I started to buy up these Whitey Pinsons and Tommy Johns because I thought, these guys, I think they got a pretty good shot at making the Hall of Fame, so I thought I'd snatch up a few of these. I might zoom in just a pinch. You can see it's really got sharp edges and corners. And then again, another Whitey from 69. And the last card I was going to send in is Jim Bunning. Now, if you're wondering what these little tabs are, so I put these little 3M Post-its on the back of the penny sleeve because as you can see what I just did, it was a lot easier to pull out of the top loader. So for me, that's just a good way to help ensure that the graders at PSA don't, bend the card or try to damage it in any way, trying to get the card out of the top loader. So they're relatively inexpensive, and I just put those on the back of that penny sleeve. The other thing that I do is when I prepare for submission, is I make myself a little note, top 62, Bob Serve, and I kind of pre-grade it, get the old jeweler's loop out. I'm figuring that was probably going to be a 5, and also I put on the very bottom there, so that card I bought from Greg Morris on eBay. They had it listed as an excellent to excellent mint. Just another example. 68 Gaylord Perry, I figure it's probably a 5. Morris cards had it at excellent to excellent mint. So it's always kind of fun to see how close Greg Morris is with what really PSA has to say about it. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I really appreciate you watching, and hey, be good, everybody.